Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist? Should I still call myself that? Because, I mean, I know this Let's Play was during the era of Hylian Alchemist, but I just did a rebranding though, and now I'm actually going back to a past Let's Play that that I did while, you know, while I wasn't named that. So, I mean, should I call myself that? I mean, it's up to you guys. Anyway, so that's besides the point. This is the second bonus video of Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. This bonus video is going to involve a rather peculiar kind of a feature that was actually originally supposed to work in this version here, the N64 version, but was left scrapped though for reasons I'll get into in a sec here. This feature here is called Stop and Swap. And so, if you're wondering what Stop and Swap is, well, if you actually remember in the ending of Banjo-Kazooie, where Mumbo shows you the pictures of those items that we apparently missed, and so like there's supposed to be some kind of items that were going to be implemented to the next game that was the then upcoming game at the time, Banjo-Tooie. And so basically what it is that he shows off the areas where you'll find some eggs or some mystery eggs, and there's also the ice key. So we're gonna go ahead and actually start doing those. And so there's actually a total of 6 mystery eggs and plus the ice key. And so in order to get to those, we have to type in those cheat codes to unlock those areas. So this is actually the first one that's going to be located in Treasure Trove Cove. This cheat is called Cheat Out of the Sea It Rises to reveal more secret prizes. And I'm actually speeding this up here and while showing off the codes so that way there, if you guys are going after the stop and swap items, then if you want those codes, then, well, here we go. But be warned, though, that there is going to be a lot, and I mean a lot of spelling. So get ready for that because, holy shit, that is a lot of spelling. But yeah, after putting in those cheat codes, then you'll be able to unlock those areas. And, you know, I actually show this off, too. Whenever you type in cheat, you actually hear those cow noises. And so once you get done, then you actually just go ahead and type in the cheat codes. You don't really get some kind of a notification noise for those cheats, so you really have to make sure to type in those codes. Otherwise, if you actually screw this up once, then you'll have to start this all over again. So I went ahead and just did the this first cheat right here, and so as you can see here, yep, you see there's a Shark Food Island right here. Originally just some kind of small island where we're going to just stay on there just to keep your ass safe from sharks, but there's actually an opening inside. There was actually something suspicious in there the whole time, somehow. And so we're going to go right over to get inside Shark Food Island and, yeah, just try to avoid Snacker as best we can. And so let's go inside here. And so this is actually one of those areas that Momo showed off in his pictures during the ending of Banjo-Kazooie. All we gotta do is just climb this big spire that's up there, and then we'll get to the egg. So, if you're wondering what Stop and Swap is supposed to entail, is that, so like I said, the eggs they're actually supposed to be the items that were going to be available in Banjo-Tooie, where, you know, as originally was intended, where once you collect all these items, then you'd have to switch out the N64 and then switch over to Banjo-Tooie, hence the name Stop and Swap, within 10 seconds to get that fully implemented and just go right then and there. Unfortunately, however, because of the hardware limitations on the N64, and I guess probably because of the data from the whole RAM and all that, then they weren't able to implement Stop and Swap entirely with having to switch over the 2 cartridge copies. And so, because of that, they actually had to reduce it to 1 second, and therefore it was rendered outright impossible to actually get these items into place, or just you know, just to get that fully implemented. And so, therefore, they had to entirely scrap it. Now, the Stop and Swap items are actually still left intact within the N64 version of Banjo-Kazooie, but because of their absolutely uselessness, then they're basically just there for bragging rights. And so, they're just, you know, free for collection. You know, they don't really do anything, just, you know, just bragging rights. But I think I'd just still go ahead and show it off anyway. You know, just for a full 100% completion. Now, this next one we're going to go to is actually, it's actually another mystery egg. Like, we're not going to go straight to the ice cave. What I'll do is that I'll go straight to the, actually, did I? Okay, yeah, I had to make sure that I made sure to put in the T, because I just saw in the video footage that I might have messed up there, but, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and collect the first 6 Stop and Swap eggs, and then after that, then we'll go straight to the ice key. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of spelling here. The next one's going to be in Gobi's Valley that we saw. It's behind that one door. It's called Cheat. A desert door opens wide. Ancient secrets wait inside. And so there you go. And so going back to the whole explanation with Stop and Swap. so yeah, even though those eggs are left intact, and so that left a lot of fans wondering what those eggs are supposed to be for. Like, during the time, that was actually before Banjo-Tooie was first released. Because, after collecting those eggs in Banjo-Kazooie, then a lot of those players were really left wondering, with a lot of questions as to what those eggs are really for. And, they're left with those mysteries, well, what do they even do? And so it wasn't until Banjo-Tooie where it was finally released, and so I guess to compensate for the fact that they weren't able to fully implement Stop and Swap, that's why they went ahead and put those mystery eggs and the ice key in Banjo-Tooie anyway. Like, there's only the 3 of the mystery eggs and then just the 1 ice key. The one mystery egg is actually where you get this one hilarious looking move where you just slam down Kazooie, as their own kind of weapon. Which, I mean, when we get to Banjo-Tooie, then I'll definitely show it off. The other one is this one cheat code for homing eggs, and then the other one is for unlocking the Jinjo multiplayer. And then the ice key is where Kazooie gets her dragon transformation, to go by, well, I don't want to spoil much for Tears of the Kingdom. Draconification. Oh, there's actually differences for that, though, but anyway, so yeah, that's basically what they emblem for. Now, years later, in 2008, when they released Banjo-Kazooie for the Xbox Live Arcade, and then they actually were able to fully implement Stop and Swap as originally intended. And then it was later in the next year when they released Banjo-Tooie for the Xbox Live Arcade. And so, yeah, they were able to implement Stop and Swap as originally was intended. Now, for Banjo-Kazooie, you would have to actually just, if you want to fully complete Stop and Swap, though, or for getting all of those, then you'd have to have a copy of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Yeah, even though you guys are probably going even I was pretty skeptical about it too. It's like, what, Nuts and Bolts of all games? That game? Nobody wants to talk about that game. But yeah, basically what it is that, if you forget those eggs, then it actually allows, if you have some save data for Nuts and Bolts within your Xbox memory storage, like whichever Xbox game console you have from the 360 and onwards, then you'll actually be able to unlock some vehicle parts for that game, and so that's basically what it entails. And I think, and yeah, they still have those mystery eggs implemented in Banjo-Tooie, but I think if you have those kind of data, that kind of data for that, then I think you'll be able to unlock Stop and Swap 2 is what it is. But don't quote me on that one though, because well, I mean, or just correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never really played any of the Xbox ports Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie, and I mean, I actually have played a bit of Nuts and Bolts though, but that was only at a friend's house, and I don't really have I don't really have any kind of Xbox console, but hopefully that'll change though, because I actually did plan on getting any one of those Xbox consoles at some point. Well, I'll probably just get the Series S or Series X, and I actually was thinking of giving those ports a shot. But yeah, because of that, I haven't really played any of those ports, so I don't really know much about how it really goes. So I mean, if you guys know, then you can always just let me know ahead. Alright, so the next one's going to be in Mad Monster Mansion. This one's Cheat. Don't you go and tell her about the secret in her cellar. Yeah, it's also pretty long here. Now, there's actually 2 eggs in Mad Monster Mansion, so we're going to go over the first one. And so we basically already covered those couple of eggs that Mumbo showed off in this picture. So the next ones are actually going to be in those very same rooms that we previously visited, but they just have those eggs that'll just appear spontaneously. So yeah, that was basically for how Stop and Swap was. So how they actually managed to make it work in the Xbox ports, but like I said, if you're playing the N64 version, those Stop and Swap items are actually just for bragging rights, because they just couldn't get them to work, unfortunately. So and yeah, I know I'm actually still showing this off in the N64 versions. Well, this is actually the Nintendo Switch Online port for Banjo-Kazooie, but it's actually just straight off the N64 version. So therefore, I'm actually playing the inferior one, to where those Stop and Swap items don't really work though. But I just had to show them off and just at least talk about them. So just show off these kind of footages here, so that way there you'll know where those items are. Alright, so yeah, what we just got was the cyan mystery eggs. So yeah, keep those in mind where the color eggs are. So yeah, the eggs for different colors are for the eggs in different locations. The one in Sharkfruit Island was a pink mystery egg, and then the blue egg was in Gobi's Valley, and then what we just got was the cyan mystery egg in the cellar in Mad Monster Mansion. Now, speaking of which, we're gonna go do the second one for that very same level. And this cheat right here is called Cheat Amidst the Haunted Gloom, a secret in the bathroom. Okay, I'm sorry, I just had to go there. I can't help myself. So now don't get fooled by the by those little empty squares right here, because you know you might think they might be space bars though, but they're actually not, because if you actually slam on them, then they really don't count, and you actually just fail this one completely, and you have to do this all over again. So there's actually no spaces in between those cheats. They have to go through. So just keep on one of those codes, and then you'll be able to get those to work. So yeah, those empty squares there are not space bars. So just don't get fooled by those. Just do how you originally did whenever you first did this puzzle, like to get the Jiggy by spelling out the title of the game, therefore Banjo-Kazooie. And yeah, just that's just a lot of typing, as you can see here. So it is obnoxious, that much I will say. But you know, actually, you know what? I think from what I just realized something here. So like going back a bit on the Xbox ports Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. So I think you actually have the data opened up for Banjo-Tooie or Nuts and Bolts, like either one of those games, or it has to be both. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Then if you have that, then those mystery eggs will actually be opened up right to you, and so that way there you don't have to worry about typing those cheat codes together. Like they'll just be right there, and then you can just grab them right from the get-go. Now keep in mind, it's probably best it's actually the best route to go for, and recommend to actually use that kind of method, because like it is so possible typing those cheat codes in those ports, but you are given this warning where if you actually proceed with those cheat codes, it actually does affect your leaderboards. Or I think the data from your Xbox leaderboards will actually be disabled, and then you won't be able to actually get those working. So you do want to be careful of those, to those of you Xbox players out there. All right, so now we got this out of the way. Now the next one's gonna be in Rusty Fucket Bay, and this one is cheat the secret you'll be grabbing in the captain's cabin. Now you can actually just spell right into there, like there's actually no apostrophes in this code, so just continue spelling how it was actually shown here, because you see there's actually no apostrophes, because there's those things don't exist in this castle floor. Now I don't remember if I've ever mentioned this throughout this Let's Play, because I know I know it's been so long ago, and I can't exactly remember what I said in the Let's Play, or just go back to those. But there's actually a lot of cheat codes that you can use in the sandcastle floor, and you can actually just go ahead and use the first one though. Now, if you actually use the second cheat code, then Grunty will actually go up and call you out for using that code, and she warns you to stop cheating, because apparently she actually, for all the evil she is, she actually draws a line in cheating somehow. And she'll actually threaten to erase your save data because of it. Well, she'll say that she'll erase your game pack, but it's actually just your save file that she erases. Now, if you actually go ahead and type in the third cheat code, then Bottle's actually going to warn you about, if you actually go through with it, then your save data will be erased. And so he'll ask you, he'll give you a chance to back out of this, so you don't want to say no. But if you do say yes, then Gracie will actually rub it in your face for the fact that you didn't really heed her warning. And so she actually outright literally erases your save data, or just your save file. And so you actually go ahead and quit the game, and then you go back to the file selection menu, then you see it's all gone. So yeah, they really do penalize you for cheating, and so they really want you to play fair for this one. So yeah, just don't cheat, play it a legit way, and yeah, and your save data will be very well safe. Alright, so here we are in the captain's room of Rusty Fucket Bay. And so that's where the red mystery egg is. And so we'll go ahead and pick that up here. And then there we have it. And yeah, basically, oh yeah, just slam right of those seaman grubbins. Yeah, it's a fight for the egg. And so the last mystery egg that we're going to be going for. So yeah, the last egg we're going to do. And then after that's going to be the ice key. And so this cheat code is cheat. Now Banjo will be able to see it on Nabnut's table. And so you actually see in this picture here where, to get this mystery egg, you actually see that's located where Nabnut and his girlfriend or wife, either one of those, he's actually sleeping with him, which means that he's actually hibernating, and therefore it's the winter season because that's the hibernation season for those mammals. And so so therefore you have to go into the winter season of Click Clock Wood, and then just go into Nabnut's home and well, actually see here in a sec here, but let's see, try I think yeah, I'm actually still taking a see because like I said, that is a lot of spelling. That's the reason why I'm actually speeding this up here, because it does get obnoxious and just having to spell it here. But wait till we actually type in the code for the ice key, and you'll see what I mean, just how long and obnoxious it is. But yeah, all the spelling here, and like I said, you don't necessarily have to go for those, because like I said, it's all just for bragging rights. So if you want to skip those, then you can. But I'm just showing those off for the sake of this Let's Play. And so there we have it. There's the yellow egg that's right there on Nabnut's table. So let's go skip ahead over to the winter season of Click Clock Wood. I guess some people are kind of surprised that seeing as how we're able to play Banjo-Kazooie and just recently Banjo-Tooie on the Nintendo Switch Online. You guys would think that they would actually implement those lost things like Stop and Swap, for instance, but they actually still didn't, though, because, I mean, since they directly ported it straight over from the N64 versions and not the Xbox Live Arcade versions, because, I don't know, probably because of the control schemes and whatnot, but, I don't know. I mean, it does have a smoother frame rate, and, just seeing the graphics look pretty crisp and clean here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and commit some vandalism in Nabnut's house while he's sleeping. And then, and there's the yellow mystery egg, and so that is all 6 eggs that we collected. And so, yeah, so now all that's left is just the ice key. So we'll go back to the sandcastle, and so that ice key was also shown off in on Momo's pictures in the ending. Now this one is actually the longest that they had to spell. I mean, the longest you can see here. So this code is cheat. Now you can see a nice ice key, which you can have for free. So yeah, that's just so much spelling there. But it is the last one, so we'll just go and take that here. And like I said, still useless, but still a little mystery here. We actually did see the ice key before, like during the Let's Play when we first visit Waz's Cave in Free CC Peak. Like you'll actually see the ice key behind that sheet of ice. That I actually see there. It's just there, like taunting you. He's like, oh, you won this. Oh, too bad you can't even reach me. Well, that is about to change, though. Now, it's actually kind of weird that going back a bit with talking about how these people are left wondering what these items are for, and so you're left wondering, like, they're supposed to be for the next game, and, you're just there with a lot of questions. And this actually wouldn't be the first time, or actually, no, it wouldn't be the last time that, you'll have instances like those, because, there's going to be some other games that has mysteries like those. Like, Kingdom Hearts had those kind of mysteries, with the secret endings and all that, and you're left with a lot of questions there. Which, then again, the whole franchise in a nutshell is going to be filled with a lot of questions, and they answer your questions only to give you more questions. So yeah, that was Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell. The other franchise I know of is that in Pokemon X and Y, there's this one guy that you visit in one of the houses, where he gives you this real some kind of artifact, in which he actually said that's from his home region. That's not like any of the regions that they previously visited, but it's actually of a different region. And so if you look closely, it's some kind of a Hawaiian artifact that kind of looks like a tiki. And then it wasn't until that that later in Sun and Moon that we actually find out where the tiki came from. And, considering that, it's some kind of a Hawaiian tiki, and then we found out that the region, Alola, is based off Hawaii, and then that's basically our answer there. So it's also, kind of gives away for kind of foreshadowing for what we'll see in the next Pokemon games that would come up, and then there was our answers right there. So yeah, it actually kind of did the same thing there in those games too. So yeah, just kind of want to throw it out there. And there we have it. There's the ice key. So we actually made it inside, and the sheet of ice, and there's the ice key. And so we did it, guys. We get all 6 of the mystery eggs and the ice key. And so we'll go ahead and check our totals here. So yeah, just going through every single one of our totals that I got right here. And there we have it. Stop and swap. All 6 mystery eggs and the ice key, which we can absolutely do nothing for And so yeah, it just goes to show how that we got them, but we can't do anything about them because it actually doesn't work in those versions, sadly. But otherwise, yeah, in the Xbox Live Arcade ports, and you'll be able to get this implemented. So anyway, so yeah, that was it, folks, and that was Stop and Swap, and so I figured just go and show it off, and hope you guys are given the information of what they entail, and so that should do it. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video, and so for the entirety of the Let's Play. Even though, well, actually, yeah, this whole thing is a redux of this whole thing, which I've already explained in the in those opening texts from in the beginning of this video. So that way there you guys get a good understanding of what was going on, and so yeah, so that should be it here. So thank you guys so much for all your support for this here, and for the Let's Play and the entirety of the channel. And so yeah, how about Banjo-Tooie, right? We did talk about it, so I guess it could be possible that that I probably could be go for Banjo-Tooie pretty soon, right in there. Well, you never know. Maybe I could. I mean, you might just have to see. You'll see for yourself. So yeah. Hope you guys will stay tuned for Banjo-Tooie. See you guys then.